What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 3 of Gotta Watch 'Em All. My name is Ken. I am joined by my wife, Melissa. Hi.
Hello.
What's going on?
I'm chilling.
And we just got done watching episode 3 of the Pokémon anime, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But first, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
That's good. It's a Sunday night. We usually record on Saturdays. Today is Sunday, August 14th, 2016.
Yes.
Normally record on a Saturday. I actually got the opportunity to record Nintendo newscast last night, which was a lot of fun. So Jason and Lauren are awesome. And what's up if you're listening? So that's going to be coming out pretty soon. So that was a lot of fun. So, but Sunday night recording, school night.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're old people. So this is weird. I have to be at work in like 15 minutes. No, I'm out of the house super early, so it's like a school night for me. But yeah, so what else is going on?
Nothing.
Pokemon Go?
Yeah, it's been hot. It's been going, and yeah.
We have a heat wave in New Jersey right now, and it's like disgusting 100 degrees plus every day.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was 103 today.
And then
steady from 1 o'clock until 8 o'clock at night, because me and Josh got off the beach at 9 and it was still 98 degrees outside. It was just gross.
And then every so often we get like a vicious thunderstorm that will bring the humidity level to 100%.
Yeah.
So it's great.
A nice little layer.
It's disgusting. But no, we've in the last episode we were talking that we were obsessing over Pokemon Go, and we're a week later and we're still obsessing over Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it just doesn't stop. It's bad.
You know, I was talking with Jason and Lauren of Nintendo Newscast. They were kind of saying that they've hit a plateau with their excitement level and their playing, but I don't know. I still have the itch.
I can relate to where they're coming from. They need to get out more. They need to leave their vicinity of wherever they're going and go somewhere else. Yeah,
that actually was our game changer with keeping us motivated, as we just started going to new places.
Yeah. So,
but we've been going like mofos, and we had a big score.
Yeah, we did. We scored big time.
We were out the other night. We went to back to the Keyport, New Jersey waterfront, which is like this insane hotbed, and there's nests everywhere and just tons and tons of Pokemon, and you know, you have to like watch your Pokeball inventory. That's how many Pokemon are in this area. And I don't know, we were probably out for about an hour and a half, 2 hours walking around playing, and decided to go home. We're 5 steps from our car.
Yeah.
And Venusaur pops up in the wild. And we go bonkers.
We start wigging out. We just stop dead in our tracks. And I'm very upset because I have a very low number of Ultra Balls. And my Venusaur was a high CP. And I was very worried that I wasn't going to get it. And on top of that, Joshua was freaking out because he's low levels. And all he could say was, "My heart is pounding out of my chest. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I hope I catch it."
It was crazy. It was cool. It was like that was the first like hyper intense moment we all had at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, where the pressure was on. It was cool. It
yeah,
was fun.
And no, the best part was we're standing there, we're trying to catch him, and then out of the corner of my eye, I see a group of 3 other people standing on the corner, and I could tell 100% they're trying to catch him too, and they're yelling at their phones. And then I hear the one girl say, "It ran away! It ran away!"
That was fun. Then they came over and started cheering you on.
They started, there was one girl who was cheering me on, like, big time, and then there was another girl who was, like, just standing there hating, like, her head, shaking her head, like, she's never gonna get it. Totally never gonna get it. And then the guy he wasn't giving up. He kept going. And the glory. Josh caught his first.
Yep.
And then you caught yours.
Yep.
And I'm standing there, and I'm thinking, just like the freaking cards, bro. Like, I'm not going to catch this. Watch. I'm running all of a sudden out of Ultra Balls. And I'm like, This is it.
Yep.
It's over. I'm going to lose it. And the girl's standing there, and then lo and behold,
Great Ball.
Glory.
Great Balls of Fire.
Glory Raspberry, Great Ball.
You can't sleep on the Great Balls, so they work. But that was awesome. It was an awesome thing, and we were literally 5 steps away from leaving and being done with playing, and I don't know. It was intense. It was fun.
It was. I literally jumped in the air and screamed with a complete stranger, and then we looked at each other.
Like high fives.
No, seriously. We looked at each other with such joy in our eyes, and we high-fived. It was the greatest thing ever. Like, I'm 38 years old, and I'm high-fiving complete strangers over Pokemon in the middle of the street.
That's awesome.
On a Saturday night. That's
awesome.
what I do on my Saturday night.
That's good.
That's good
You
stuff.
go hard. You go hard.
I go hard on that Pokemon.
So before we get into the episode, another thing I want to talk about is we are going to be going to Disney World in 2 weeks.
Yes.
So we're super excited for that, and we're going to the Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Yes.
Which is a seasonal event there where adults, for the only time during the year, adults are allowed to go to the parks in costume.
Yes.
So we decided we're going to go as a family of Pokemon trainers.
Yes, it took a little arm twisting with Josh because he really wanted to be Jurassic World Owen.
Yeah. But we tortured him, and we're going to be going as Ash, Misty, and Brock. And Josh is going to be Ash, you're going to be Misty, and I will be Brock. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. So keep a lookout on Instagram for embarrassing photos.
Yeah.
In about 2 weeks. So that should be a lot of fun. But yeah, let's get into the episode. So, episode 3 of the anime original air date was September 10th, 1998. It is called Ash Catches a Pokemon. It's a pretty straightforward title. This is 21 minute 43 seconds of Pokemon goodness.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
So this one, it was we talked about in the last episode how episode 2 was this hyper mishmash of stuff like just happening like a machine gun throughout the whole episode. It was just nonstop. Everything seemed pushed together, and the episodes seemed really fast. This one, it was cool because it seemed like it took its time in telling the story and what was actually going on. And the battle scenes and all the stuff, which we'll get to, actually had time to develop, some character stuff and some story-based stuff too. So, I don't know. I thought the pacing of this episode was much better than episode 2.
Agreed.
Awesome. So, it literally picks up the exact way episode 2 ends, with Ash facing down Caterpie, turns the hat backwards, throws the Pokeball, and that's where the episode picks up. So Ash is able to capture this Caterpie without attacking or anything like that, just literally off one Pokeball, and he goes ballistic.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So, he goes through the whole thing. He's immediately in love with the fact that he captured a Pokemon. This is his first capture, yes. Right? And then we immediately learn how Misty is disgusted and afraid
completely petrified
bugs,
yes.
of all things bugs. So, and that starts a really, really fun series of events between Caterpie and Misty.
Poor Caterpie.
He was so cute. But it's really funny because Pikachu's excited, obviously Ash is excited, and Misty is completely grossed out, and she's not
running for cover.
But she's not subtle about it.
She's totally being mean to poor little Caterpie. She's telling him he's disgusting straight to his face, and poor little Caterpie's little Caterpie eyes are welling up with tears, and Ash is just yelling at Misty, saying, how could you be so mean? And she was being totally mean for someone who loves Pokemon. How could you be so mean?
But then it was like, Ash was like, why are you still following us? Like, what are you doing here? And she's like, I'm still trying to get my bike. And Ash, I don't know, Ash was kind of mean because he was like, I'll come clean with you one day. Like, back off.
Yeah, he did. And he was just like, I told you I'd get back to you one day.
So, obviously, Misty is in for the long haul until she can get a bike back. So, she's all angry. But I guess she has a right to be because her bike got stolen and trashed, and she got roped into this.
I wouldn't trust him getting back to me with my bike either.
So now this argument is happening, and they're going at it, and out of nowhere, this Pidgeotto swoops down and kind of takes them all by surprise. And they're like oblivious to like anything that was going on because they're in this heated argument. And this Pidgeotto comes out. So immediately Ash whips out the Pokedex and it identifies it as a Pidgeotto and says, hey, these things are aggressive, use caution. And Ash is on like the capture high of Caterpie. He's like, yo, I got this. Turns the hat backwards and is just like, Pokeball go! It's like, and doesn't realize that, he throws the Pokeball at Pidgeotto and he just like swats it away like
totally,
whatever, soup, and he's just like, get off me. So that was hilarious. And Misty is like, are you serious? You really have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah, and then Misty just lays it down on Ash like so hard. She's like, don't you know that you have to battle a Pokemon before you can capture it?
But unfortunately, Ash takes that a little too literally without putting any thought into it and puts Caterpie out in front of Pidgeotto, not realizing the type disadvantage of, flying to bug. And poor Caterpie gets rocked.
Yeah, poor Caterpie.
So Pidgeotto goes up and like swoops down, left side, right side, boom, boom, and Caterpie's all banged up. And it's bad news. And luckily, Misty steps in and says, call
Bring
him
back. Yeah.
And right before Pidgeotto's like ready to like seal the deal, Caterpie, gets back into the ball, and Pidgeotto actually has its beak driven right into like the side of a tree and gets caught in the tree. But it was bad. Caterpie got jacked.
Yeah, he did get jacked, but then Pika rectified the situation because he came.
Yeah, well, Ash is, after that, Ash looks at Pikachu and is just like, yo,
you better step up, son.
Thundershock. And, yeah.
And that's the first time Pikachu actually listens to Ash.
Yeah, without, without,
it being an issue.
And, I like this series of events in the episode because it's almost happening all, like, in time. So it's like, Pikachu does this Thundershock attack. The Pidgeotto's like in midair, kind of like frying getting electrocuted. Then as it's getting electrocuted, Ash takes out the Pokeball and he's like, "Oh yeah, the Pokemon's injured. Let me throw this ball." And as it's getting shocked out, gets put into the Pokeball, and Ash captures Pidgeotto, and again he goes bonkers.
Which I didn't think he was going to capture. I thought that situation was going to go totally differently.
Yeah.
So I was actually very happy that Ash captured that Pidgeotto. I was like, good for you, Ash. Yeah.
So they're, now within all this excitement, and then Misty is still giving Ash the third degree. And they're just going at it. And just like the Pidgeotto came in out of nowhere, Team Rocket appears out of nowhere. You see their silhouettes and then boom, they're into the motto and, they're in their face, and they're there for Pikachu.
Yeah.
They make it very clear that I want, I don't even care about you, Ash. We just want that Pikachu. That Pikachu is special. And then Meowth kind of goes on this like crazy tangent and starts like spitting, all of their inside information. Well, he gets all PO'd.
Well, no, because Team Rocket start they start talking about how special Pikachu is, and Meowth tries to shut them up. So he starts like going crazy and beating up like shut up. And then Meowth starts spilling the beans. So Team Rocket starts beating him up. They do like a reversal.
Like a Beastie Boys video beatdown like on Meowth. They're just like kicking him like repeatedly. It's a hilarious animation. But within 30 seconds of them showing up, they deploy Coughing and Ekans to try to get this Pikachu. Yeah, it's like out of nowhere the battle is on. And now this is just after catching Pidgeotto and Caterpie is all banged up.
Yeah, and Ash definitely does not want to battle right now. He's saying you guys, come on, seriously, you're back again. I'm not trying to do this with you right now. And you're not going to get my Pikachu. Team Rocket does what they do best. They start dirty.
Yep.
They start dirty. They throw out Coughing, hit Pikachu with a sludge.
In the eyes.
Right in the eyes.
Yep.
Poor Pikachu's injured. And Ash turns to Misty.
This was a turning point.
Yeah.
This is a turning point.
He turns to Misty and says, you gotta protect Pikachu. Come on, Misty. You gotta protect him no matter what. Misty's standing there thinking what do I do? This guy, has played me out before. Do I help him? I really do love Pikachu. So she takes him.
And you could tell, she's now in. She's ride or die at that point, right?
Yeah, she is.
So now Ash is fired up. He turns and deploys Pidgeotto to go after them, and
Pidgeotto puts up a good fight because he doesn't get jacked up right away. Coughing lets out a cough, kind of disturbs him. Ekans kind of swoops around.
You see a bunch of different attacks. You see quick attack. You see the gust attack. There is a fray. But,
and then Ekans goes down he uses Dig, he goes down. Pidgey tries to attack Coughing, and then all of a sudden they double team him, and they knock him down.
Right, and that's when Ash is he had even said before the battle, he's like, this is against sanctioned rules, 2-on-1 battles here.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to break the rule, and puts Pidgeotto in harm's way, 2-on-1, and pays the price.
Yeah.
So, he's got no option but to
bring out
poor battered Caterpie.
Battered, hurt little Caterpie.
But I think what let this happen easy is Pikachu giving a little rah-rah shish goomba kind of thing, right before he gets deployed. And Caterpie is just like, I could do this. Yeah.
I don't remember that happening.
Yeah. He gives a little nod to Pikachu, and Pikachu's just like, Pika! With all the sludge on the eyes. Man.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess.
I don't remember.
I'm
telling you.
You know what?
Pikachu said it's good.
We didn't talk about that their conversation, Pikachu and Caterpie's wonderful conversation at the sleepover.
All right, we got to backpedal. Before the battle with
when Misty was following Ash down the path.
Yeah.
And he stopped for the night.
Yep, they camped up for the night, and Caterpie and Pikachu had this heart-to-heart where they're having under the moonlight having a conversation.
Like a 2-minute conversation.
It was like a 2-minute conversation with just the Pokemon talking to each other. And it's like this super deep thing where they're showing the moon and
and the stars, and they're pointing up to the sky talking. You could tell that they're talking something deep about life.
And this is going on for a minute, and you're like, what are they saying? What do you think they could be saying?
What's happening? Are they plotting something? They're coming up with a plan.
But then it ends up coming out that it's just Caterpie is just dreaming of one day being able to evolve ultimately into Butterfree.
Yes.
And then, looking at Misty and says, thinking, well, if I'm a beautiful butterfly, maybe Misty won't think I'm a disgusting abomination.
But I also said, what if he needs Misty to evolve? What if, even though
Misty's love?
Yeah, he needs Misty's love in order to evolve.
So, yeah.
Because later on in the episode, Caterpie is fighting
Coughing and Ekans.
Yes.
Right. And it's funny because Team Rocket's like, are you serious? It's a bug. Go get him.
Yeah.
And Ash is kind of biding his time, waiting for them to come in, and shouts out the command to use String Shot. And Caterpie wrecked shop.
He did, which I wasn't expecting.
It was awesome. So the String Shot first hits Coughing and literally wraps it up
like a meatball.
And just drops it out of the sky, and it's bouncing on the floor. And then he totally mummifies Ekans' face with it. And then uses a tackle.
Yeah, and he kind of bowls Coughing right into Ekans.
It's awesome. He goes hog wild.
Yeah.
And it was just out of nowhere, Caterpie was just yeah, what? Mm-hmm. And then Ash goes ballistic, and then Ash goes bonkers. Long story short, they defeat him, and when they're catching up with with Misty and everything, he's just like, Misty, you have to, you can at least celebrate this victory by patting Caterpie on the head.
Because Ash is losing his mind that he actually won his first real his first
battle.
Real battle, for real, with his own captured Pokemon. And did they say the blasting off Team Rocket? Did they say blasting off
No, because they didn't get sent away. Yeah, so that hasn't come
Yeah,
yet. That
yeah.
still hasn't come yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Misty gets Misty to pat Caterpie on the head, in congratulations.
Right as she's going to touch him, even though Misty cannot stand bugs and she could not stand him the entire episode, she sucks it up and she goes to pat poor Caterpie on his little injured head. And what does he do?
It just sprays this disgusting stuff out of its face, and it goes into this weird thing where he is spraying this white fluid up into the air, and it
I
comes
thought it
down.
was string shot.
It looked like string shot, but it I don't know. It was nasty. It covers itself in this stuff that it's spitting out and evolves into Metapod.
He sure does.
So and this is all happening before Ash's eyes, and Ash is in wonder, watching this happen. Pulls out the Pokedex. It identifies it as Metapod. The Pokedex says that this is the fastest evolution, phase that on any Caterpie on record has evolved. And we get that little cue during the scene of this is really because he wants to evolve into that Butterfree.
And actually, Ash even says that maybe he'll evolve into
faster.
Butterfree faster.
Right.
Or no, he doesn't. He actually doesn't say Butterfree. He says maybe he'll evolve into something else.
Yeah.
Sooner.
Yep. It was like a true just ultra happy ending.
Yeah.
Super happy ending.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was good.
It was good. Oh, and then Ash is in love with Metapod, and the weird is he's bonding with Metapod, and then Misty sees them bonding, and she's like, he really does love Pokemon. He's the real deal. So Misty is starting to, really get on board.
Yeah.
So which is cool. But so good episode. I liked it.
That was a good episode.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. Definitely a faster, smoother pace, and they had a lot more time to just develop the characters out a little bit.
Yes.
So it was good. It was good.
Yes.
All right. So a couple things, other things outside of the episode I want to go over. Now, what we're going to do is Melissa has not seen the latest Pokemon trailer that's come out for Sun and Moon. So I'm going to have her watch it right now in real time. I'm going to edit that part out, and then we're going to get her reactions. So when we come back, you're going to hear our reactions. Okay, bye. All right, we're back. We watched the trailer.
Yeah, we did.
What'd you think?
I don't know what I think.
That's so crazy. You're on the fence.
Yeah. See, all right. I'm not really feeling the new Pokemon because I can't say their names. Okay, that's number one. I really do like the Alola versions of the old Pokemon, though.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go through everything real quick. We're gonna make quick work of it, though. Morlul, the phallic-looking tri-tipped mushroom Pokemon.
Yeah, he's certainly got a mushroom heads. The mushroom heads going on there.
And then there's Wishy-Washy.
He's pretty cute, and I totally like his school form.
So Wishy-Washy is this little fishy that is in solo form, but then it says at a certain level he turns into the school form, which is this big, mean, giant-looking giant fish of conglomerate of lots of other Wishy-Washys.
Yeah,
which looks pretty cool.
He's a big wishy-washy.
Then there's there's Pukamuku, which is the sea cucumber.
Yeah, Pukamuku.
It's boring.
Yeah,
It's boring.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's very, very weird looking.
Yeah.
Alolan Meowth. So
I love the Alola Meowth.
See, there's a backstory here. This was the Meowths were used in royalty, so she's very prim and proper, and that's what the little fancy hands going on.
Fancy hands.
Marowak. I really like the Alola Marowak, the fire spinner.
Very cool.
Yeah, very, very cool, and I think it's a good use of the Hawaii theme, for the Alola.
Alola.
And then
the Raichu is awesome. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Surfing on his tail.
Surfing
feeling
on the tail.
it.
Very,
loving
very
his
cool.
little ears.
All right, but now this is when things started changing for you when you were watching the trailer with the introduction of Team Skull. What?
I just want to punch them all in their faces.
I know,
I
but
hate
that's
them
good.
so much.
So they succeed at being villains.
No. They succeed at being stupid.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. They're stupid. Like, I can't. The
Oh my
B-boy,
goodness. But it's like Malibu's Most Wanted.
oh my god, I know, that's what this makes it so bad. Like, I want to rip the sunglasses off. And the way that they're doing, like, the whole, like, I'm white and I got B-boy moves. Like, look at me and my shoulders going and my hands crossing in front of my face.
I think this is a success for Team Skull because you hate them and you want to defeat them.
I
do you
do
want to
hate
defeat
them. Yeah, I do. I want to punch him in the face, actually. So I guess it works.
So yeah, that was the trailer.
Team
So
Skull.
it's come out that Melissa likes the Alola forms and wants to punch Team Skull in the face.
I really do. Like, they get under my skin. Like, even looking up the bandanas on their face, like, really?
Yeah, it's your boy Guzma.
I want to pull them off. Like, do they take them off? I want to know.
I don't know. Maybe
The only way that they can save themselves is if they have absolutely ridiculous, like, facial animations. Like, it's the only way.
Well, look at his eyeballs. They're bugging out of his head.
Well, that's the
all right,
only
so
thing
we're going to have to see how this plays out with your with how they treat you when the game comes out.
Yeah.
All right, so that was a trailer. I also want to talk about I did a Venusaur EX Red and Blue Collection unboxing, which is up on YouTube right now. And I got some good pulls.
Of course you got good pulls. Because
So, the 4 boosters, I actually ended up getting a Flareon EX, a Jolteon EX.
oh my god.
Yep. And some other rares. But those were the highlights. So
ridiculous.
and I got them in the same pack.
Of course you did.
In
the same pack? Are you kidding?
Nope.
Oh my god.
So that was good. And then I have a series of unboxing videos that are going to be rolling out over like the next 10 days or so. I have a Manaphy Mythical Collection box, what else do I have? It was a Manaphy one, and I think it was I don't know what the other one was. But stay tuned for that. There's other videos coming out. Make sure you watch them because the pulls are great. Now, speaking of pulls, we started this last week with us opening a booster live on air and seeing what we got out. So right in front of us now I have 2 Steam Siege boosters, the latest expansion. And we're going to open these right now. And
Why you do this to me?
you can check...
I almost don't want to open it.
I don't understand. It's free cards. So I'll post this stuff up tomorrow or the same day this releases, which this is going to be coming out on Monday the 15th. But I will. I'll post what we get on the tweets and the Instagrams. All right, you ready?
Wait, how do we do the trick again? I always forget. It's 3 from the top. And
Yep.
you put them...
All right, so here's what I got here. We got Armor Fossil Shieldon, Braviary, Nuzleaf, Meowth with some really awesome art.
That is awesome art.
Hoppip, Nose Pass,
Oh my god, I hate that one.
Nidoran, Litleo.
It's cute.
The reverse is a Monferno, which looks really awesome. Fire. And my rare is an Avalugg non-hollow. So,
All right.
This may bode well for you.
Let's see. I got a Skiploom, a Hwalucha, a Tangrowth, a Clauncher. I also got the same Meowth with the cool artwork.
Yep.
The Hoppip. I also got a Nose
There's like the
Pass.
same 4 cards.
I also got a Nidoran, but I got Infernape. Did I say that right?
Let me see.
Infernape.
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 Infernape. That's funny. This is the second stage of the one I got, Monferno.
That's actually pretty cool.
And your rare
is King Lang.
All right, so no EXs.
No.
But at least I didn't get one and you didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I don't feel as bad. So there's no pure rage. Yeah,
Right.
You guys haven't seen my rage yet. You don't need to see it.
All right. So that was fun. So I'll post these. I'll post pictures of what we got here on the social medias this week. All right. Let's see what else in the Pokemon Go news. And you love this, and I love this. Niantic is cracking down on cheaters and banning them.
Yes.
So there's
down with the cheaters.
Like, I have no tolerance and no patience for people that exploit the game against like TOSs and do things they shouldn't.
You totally would download that app if they had it.
I did not.
You it was already out and you could have downloaded it?
Yeah. Pokevision. I never used that once. That was the one that told you where it was.
Yeah, I'm glad.
No.
That would have been, we would have been fighting over
No.
that.
So now the latest glitch is people dropping eggs into gyms.
Yeah, I don't know how they're doing that.
Well, because when there was I don't know if you could still do it, but when you're on the screen to put a Pokemon in a gym, you can swipe and bring up your eggs and just literally drop an egg in there. It shows a 0 CP, and then you can never remove the egg from the gym. It would be in there permanently. So but people that do that, they're going to end up getting banned. I don't know how they're going to handle it, but don't do anything stupid in Pokemon Go.
Yeah, just be fair. Like, didn't your parents teach you, like, play fair?
Nope.
Well, play fair.
Yeah. So
didn't Ash teach you? Come on.
See?
Doesn't Pokemon teach you anything?
Mewtwo teaches us. You'll see. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the episode, guys. I'm going to, normally what I was doing was recording like an outro bumper to the episode separately, but I'm just going to do it all in one shot here now. So I don't have to re-record that. So I want to thank you for checking out episode 3. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, at Gotta Watch 'Em All. Also check out gottawatchemall.com. It has links to everywhere that we are, including our YouTube channel, Patreon. You can email the show at gottawatchemallpodcast@gmail.com. And I want to give special thanks to Seth Hay for designing our website and our logos. Seth can be reached at sethhay.com. Check out his work. It's awesome. He works with so many awesome people in the gaming space and does really, really cool stuff. And I also want to say thank you to Chipocrit, who's providing the music that you guys hear in the intro and outro of the show. And you can check out his record Wordplay on iTunes and also Chipocrit.com. So make sure you check that out and support him because he's supporting us. It's awesome. Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed the show, and
for sure,
we out. Peace.